Welcome to NEXTGames Ambuscade series. Today, we'll be going over the July 2022 Volume 2 Ambuscade against an Antlion and other Vermin ads. We will start with key item acquisition, and then I will discuss the battle strategy as I show you two battle examples this month. One using a damage blitz method that can be risky, and the other using a safer strategy that will be the suggested method for returning players. Now this is definitely a more challenging month than most, so let's delve into what we're to expect this month. First, let's start with key item acquisition. This month, you will need a single vermin kill for your first run of the day, or 3 vermin kills when doing multiple runs in that same day. The easiest place I find to get these kills is to simply home point warp to CZEC Battlegrounds, where you can find lots of bees to quickly get your key item. Now, if you have other suggestions on key item acquisition on more populated servers, be sure to list them down in the comments. Now, onto the run itself, which starts off against a single antlion on the battlefield called Febris. Now the abilities that can be used by Febris are Panzer Check, which will do 700 to 1000 AoE damage and gravity, Typhoon, which is 500 to 1000 AoE damage, Cart Scrawl, which is an AoE blindness abilities that you'll oftentimes resist, and Blitzstrahl, which always missed me, and it looks to be single target, so I'm not quite sure what this inflicts, but it more than likely would be another negative status ailment. Now the fight with Febris is actually straightforward, and shouldn't pose you or your trust many problems. However, the challenge comes into play at the hit point thresholds of 90%, 60%, and 30% on Febris. At these thresholds, once you cross them, ads will be spawned. Now, the first wave of ads at 90% will consist of 2 antlions and 1 fly. The second wave, at 60%, will consist of 2 antlions and 2 flies, and then the final and third wave, at 30% health, will consist of 3 antlions and 2 flies. Now, keeping hate on all of these ads as they spawn is critical to success, as they can tear through your backline in seconds. Now, I tried to use Valnariel to tank them, but he refuses to use his AoE weapon skill on this particular run, so you're left to manage the hate on all of them yourself. Now while the ads are out, it seems that the Antlion will favor using Panzer Check from what I have seen, so make sure you keep this in mind when it comes to choosing your strategy. Each ad only takes a single weapon skill to defeat, so make sure you transition to the next mob right after weapon skilling to make sure your trust can continue to cure. It's also important to note that as ads spawn, you will be able to do more damage to Febris. He starts off with weapon skills doing only about 5000 damage to him, but after that first wave of spawns, they will now do 12 to 13 damage per weapon skill. After the second wave of spawns, 17 to 20,000 damage per weapon skill, and after that third wave spawns, I ended up doing 22 to 25,000 damage with each one of my blade shuns. Now you definitely want to keep in mind that you don't need to kill the antlions in order to get this damage increase benefit. So that's where the strategy on whether or not you just want to blitz the main NM or deal with all the ads comes into play. Now for trust on this one, I recommend a single tank to hold Febris. ArcEV I find works well for this. You then want to haste cap yourself with additional trust and fill the remaining slots with trust that can keep you alive. Be sure to use hate-grabbing tools such as Isikagen and Warcry, as well as recasting your shadows when those ads pop to keep hate under control. Right now, you're seeing me use the safer strategy of me taking out each set of ads as they spawn. Note, when using this strategy, you will need to make a decision under that 30% hit point threshold on if you're going to take out that third wave or try to quickly kill Febris, since you should be doing large amounts of damage to him after that third wave spawns. Now after this example, you will see an example of me taking on the fight and beating it in less than 2 minutes by ignoring the ads and just focusing on the main boss. That's going to be all I have to share on this month's run. Enjoy the rest of the runs, everyone. that's going to be it for the July 2022 Ambuscade Volume 2 video. I hope you found that helpful. If this is your first visit to my channel and you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button under the video and the bell icon next to it to be notified when my future videos are released. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next month. Stay safe and stay healthy out there.